Okay, hello my pile freeze, welcome to your reading. So let's get straight into it. So let's take a look at your life card. Ooh, you have the Emperor. And let's take a look at your Oracle card for your life reading. So you are a part of the essence of the world. Tighten your grip on the details. The next moment will exist, and so will you. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that you need to focus on really small, interactions that are happening in your life because they're really important. So, in the same way that the Emperor has leadership energy and they will sit and counsel their sort of group of people, they'll talk to them. If someone in their group's having an issue and they want to talk to them, they'll sit there, they'll talk to them, they'll help them, they'll offer advice, they'll, delegate tasks, they'll, try and help them through things and try and be a really positive, good leader. This is like that. So you need to focus on those moments where people come to you in confidence or to provide or to seek advice or to provide information, and really pay attention to what they're saying, what they need, their kind of motives for talking to you, because those are really special moments. It's important to see that people come to you for things and they care about you and they care about your opinion, and remember to kind of appreciate those moments because they picked you. They could have gone to anybody, but they've come to you for help and advice and guidance. So it's a really special connection there to have those moments with people, even if that person isn't particularly close to you. It's a special moment. It was a special choice. So it's important to pay attention to those and remember to enjoy it. And remember that you're special. People picked you for a reason. They picked you to come to because they feel like you're a non-judgmental kind of force in their life who they could trust. So those are really valuable, precious moments. Okay, and let's take a look at your love life. So you have the King of Pentacles. And let's take a look at your Oracle card. So you have the Bunny Rabbit. Okay. So I see a lot of romance this month for you in May. I see you connecting with somebody really, really special, really powerful and important. They might be an important figure either in your life or in society, either someone who you think is quite well to do or it's somebody that everybody knows. Everybody knows this person. They've created quite a name for themselves, but I see you connecting with somebody very special, very high up as well. They might be a higher figure in your business, so in your company. So they might be like a manager or something. And I see you guys having a lot of fun as well, enjoying each other's company. I can't say whether this is a long-term, short-term thing, but it's just a positive connection. You guys do just enjoy each other's company. I feel like this person doesn't realize you like them though. They're happily surprised, but they just don't realize because they're kind of in their own world. I don't really think they notice much of anything if it's not related to something unemotional, if it's not related to their career, their finances, things like that. They don't really notice. So I think you bring the emotion back into this person's life. Okay. And let's take a look at your side hustle. So you have the Page of Cups. And you have the Storyteller, Viewpoint and Control. So some of you have decided to change up your side hustle. I think some of you have decided to write a book. You might still maintain your previous side hustle, but you've just got some new ideas that you'd like to explore. So some of you might literally be becoming an author, publishing a book, writing something. And for others of you, it's about making sure that your branding is still up to date. You might be rebranding your company, rebranding what it is that you do, changing things up a little bit. And it can also be that for some of you, your name might have been slandered a bit, either by a bad negative review or by something discussed on social media that maybe isn't true. Maybe it is, in the same way that this cat's kind of been caught down the loo, which isn't giving that cat clean energy, clean vibes. So it's kind of like you've now got to do damage control and like figure that out. So either like someone has said something that isn't true, or they've given a really bad review, and you've got to try and do damage control and fix that. Or you're rebranding what it is that you do, or you're dabbling actually in publishing as well, or writing a book, or writing some sort of story. I can see some of you getting into comedy as well. Okay. And then for your career, you actually got 2 cards. So you have the Hierophant and you have the 2 of Cups as well. Yeah, I definitely see you meeting somebody at work. Okay. Okay, you have Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Oh, okay. Either you're in a relationship or you're going, when you're next in one, when you're next going to be in one. Whatever relationship that is, whether it's your current or next, I think on the surface, like on the outside, it looks like a great relationship and you kind of convey that you're having fun and pretend you're having fun, but you're not. And I don't think you will really love that connection. Even if it is true love, I think there's this issue of conflict in terms of like, yeah, you might love that person, but sometimes it's hard to be in a relationship when you feel like you're doing yourself a disservice by being in it. So I'm seeing here like with the Hierophant, and it's like trusting your intuition, and then it's also like fate and things like that, and things having to be a certain way. Like this cat's really invested in like drinking from this bowl, whereas this one's looking at it, it's thinking, and it's kind of pulled away a little bit more than this one is. It's hard to explain, but I feel like for some of you, it can feel like you're betraying yourself a little bit by being in a relationship, because maybe you don't feel 100% respected or equal in that relationship. And even if they are treating you equally and with respect, there's just maybe little comments that bother you, or potentially it's just watching the rest of the world burn is really changing your opinion on love and relationships. And so I see you struggling to work through those kind of emotions, and it's not that you have to, like, it's not that those aren't valid, they are. It's just completely up to you what you want to do, but I do see something at the back of your mind is telling you like you would rather be single than be in a relationship, because it's not as fulfilling as you were kind of told it would be by society. I don't think it's appealing to you anymore. So I feel like it's something that is really important to you deep down, deep down, that's really nagging you about it. And it's up to you whether you want to trust and listen to yourself, your intuition, your feelings, because both are true at the same time. Like, you do feel love for that person, but you're also feeling this resistance. It's just about following whatever one you feel is more important. Like, there is space between these 2 crows. There's like something going on that's pulling you away from somebody. I know this is your career one, but I just really had to say that because it was coming through. But yeah, so I also feel like for those of you who that doesn't resonate with, and for those of you who aren't in a relationship but are about to be in one, I see you liking somebody at work. This is such a different vibe from what I just said, but I see you liking somebody at work. However, the job itself is not for you and you're not really vibing. As I said, it might not be for you at the minute. It might not be something you enjoy. But if it's not causing you any like drama or stress, it's nice to just stay put for a bit and see how things go. I think this kind of the job that you're in might not satisfy you anymore, it might not be interesting to you anymore, but for whatever reason you don't want to leave, either because of the good company, the good friendships, like you're really getting along with the people there, or potentially there's a crush that you have that makes you want to stay. But I think regardless, like, this job just isn't satisfying you, and so you're kind of being torn in 2 directions of wanting to leave but then wanting to stay because you've made really good friends there, or really good connections with people, or it's like a good company. So at the end of the day, it's up to you, but I do see you kind of being torn into 2 directions because you feel like tied down by this job and frustrated and like it's no longer what you want. but you also really want to keep the friendships. And the thing is, changing job is a testament to those friendships. It can strengthen or crumble them. So, it's up to you, whatever one's more important to you. It's like in May, I think you're going to be evaluating which one is going to give way first. The fact that you really dislike this job, or the fact that you really like your friends and you want to stay put. So I see you kind of working through those feelings and coming to a decision in May about what you want to do as well. Okay, so that's what I see for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye.